Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
We want to remind you to check out our website, thehardystreetboys.com.
TheHardyStreetBoys.com.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free.
Yeah.
And it only takes like 5 minutes of your time. You just need an email address. And you can support us on Patreon. What's Patreon, Jamie?
Patreon. It's a website and an app for your phone. Download the app on your phone, and you can support us. For $3 a month, you get
early access to episodes.
And for $5 a month, you get
behind-the-scenes content, how we make songs, some of our outtakes, and honestly, some of the cuts we have with our guests that didn't make the show.
Yeah.
Like, this is juicy.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Exactly. Extra content. But
today's a big day. We have DJ Don King.
Ya boy.
Man, it's we're going to learn how to talk on the radio.
I can't wait. He's a legend in these parts.
He's a legend, and honestly, we should have had him on sooner because I can't wait to find out what we're doing wrong. But he's nice. He probably won't even tell us. But
yeah, it's your boy.
Yeah, man. So it's a big, jam-packed episode. Time to get to it.
Let's go.
The Hardest Street Boys. Hardest Street Boys. Hardest Street Boys. It's the Hardest Street Boys.
Like and subscribe. Hattie's Burlesque yesterday.
Yeah, are you Hattie's Burlesque hungover?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. It was so much fun, though.
Yeah, same.
Saturday night, their last night, I know this airs Thursday, but
yeah,
dude, it was insane.
Yeah, for people who don't know about the Hattie's Burlesque troupe, quite amazing. Every show they elevate it. It gets hot. It gets wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those girls are amazing.
Yeah.
The band is amazing. The crew is amazing. The people who help put this stuff on, the staff at the Hippo, everything. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of a band nerd. I end up watching the band more than probably a typical audience member. But
yeah.
They're really good. Jaime and Quinn especially. Hal Kolodny.
Yeah.
And you have Claire Sanguinetti, who's in the show but then also sings.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of people just making it work.
Yeah.
And I think the overall vibe or the overall feeling I had leaving this show was just kind of that of community. Like, it's not necessarily, I'm not really going for it's not like a dance recital and it's not a concert. It's more just like seeing your friends and seeing these people who have spent so much time trying to put everything together.
Yeah.
It's that kind of like making it work no matter what type feeling that's impressive to watch.
I have heard it referred to as a sexy dance recital, which it kind of, but it's also, just like you say, like an amazing show.
Yeah.
Talking about the band, I told Jaime, I said, y'all are such a good band. Y'all practice and y'all are in the pocket with these songs, but there's something about like when they're waiting for the next, like there's a lot of changeover. There's a little downtime between routines where they're just riffing. And I was like, that's kind of one of the coolest things where they just start goofing off over there and just riffing in between songs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know they're good then. So,
For sure. Yeah. They're definitely talented. So, but yeah, man, it was cool. I really, really enjoyed it. Also enjoyed getting to eat some crawfish yesterday. Our friend Josh Harrelson can cook some crawfish.
Crawfish season, man. I love crawfish.
Man, so it's a wonderful time of year. So it was a jam-packed weekend. And then Friday, we had the triumphant return of Live at 5.
Live at 5. It's back.
Yeah.
And the weather, man, it's just amazing.
The weather's been perfect. I wish every Live at 5 was like that day, because it was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Tommy T-Bone Pruitt was playing.
Yeah, legend in these parts as well.
Chris Worley on trombone.
Gotta give it up.
Man, Whirly Bird.
Yeah, I actually saw him later in the evening. I went to, after Live at 5, I went to Hattie's Burgers and Blues down on Front Street, and the Deltamatics were playing. Great band, good friends of the show.
Yes.
And who shows up to sit in with them? Chris Worley, the trombone player.
Yeah, it's fun, man, because this is the last time the Deltamatics were gigging a lot, it's been a while. They're kind of coming back, that's when downtown was booming, and that's kind of, honestly, wait, is the Deltamatics getting back together the indicator of downtown hopping? This whole time? Is that because when they're playing, there's a vibrant downtown scene, right? And you got Chris Worley who can just go sit in and play 2 gigs in a night. That's pretty cool, man. That's some city type stuff. You You know what I mean? Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
It's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
Deltamatics are back. Downtown is back.
Let's go.
Coincidence? I don't know. You decide.
Yeah.
You know?
Leave it in the comments.
Please get in the comments. Our comment section, it's us.
Yeah, and my brother.
And your brother.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Shout
Drew.
out to my brother who loves a good comment.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I'm excited about Live at 5 round 2. There's a lot coming up, man. We've been talking soccer. I know Southern States is going to play in Tuscaloosa. They're playing they're playing a team from Birmingham, but they play in Tuscaloosa, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
But that's Thursday. That's today.
Oh wow. Big matchup.
Big matchup in that U.S. Open Cup. So I think that's pretty cool.
They're going to show the game, depending on what time. They're going to show the game at the Keg and Barrel.
Yeah, the official watch party is at the Keg and Barrel.
That is awesome.
Really
supporting local clubs and local pubs.
Dude, I've been saying it, man. You make it an event, people will go.
Yeah.
People will support. So I love that, man. That's exciting. And then, Live at 5. What else? What else is going on in the spring?
Well, Downtown Crawfish Jam is on the horizon.
That's right.
Can't wait to get some more crawfish. A whole day of it. Some beautiful live music and food and fellowship down at Walthall Park.
Can you get tickets at the gate?
I do not believe you can. You have to get your tickets in advance.
Yeah. You got to go online.
I'm sure there's a link in our bio. Or link. Yeah, what do you say? Link in the description.
Yeah. DCJHberg.com to get your tickets.
Yeah.
And it's $50, but then it's all you can eat crawfish, all you can drink beer, and all you can listen music.
Yeah, and they got more than just crawfish. You got the hot dogs, sausage dogs, and hamburgers and stuff, and waters and sodas. So
Right. So if you have a shellfish allergy or just kind of lame, you can eat those things.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I call those people lame.
I'm not calling them lame.
Yeah, if you have a shellfish allergy,
yes,
I'm sorry for you.
Right, and so that's not their fault.
Yeah,
but then there are some people who just don't like crawfish.
Yeah,
and then I think that's kind of
in fact
lame.
One of my good friends, she doesn't like crawfish.
Really?
Yeah,
and she doesn't have a shellfish allergy,
and she's gonna be at the crawfish jam,
and she's still gonna pay $50 because it's for music all day.
Yeah.
So
she still supports.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Right. All right. Well, I'm sorry I called your friend lame.
There you go.
But she should like crawfish. They're delicious.
Hey.
But, whatever. I'm not here to tell people what to do.
And we were talking about soccer a second ago. Bring it back. The USA has qualified for yet another World Cup. We've missed it the last time. They're going to have it in a random place this fall.
Yeah, has nothing to do with money or bribes or anything.
Yeah, and it's not a humanitarian crisis over there with slave labor.
How is this World Cup happening? Like, no one's doing anything about it.
My whole thing is, why are people still supporting it as far as the team still going? I don't know. It's like my whole thing is like, okay, like we're just going to look the other way on all the bad that's made this happen.
I've had a few people ask me, "You so happy about USA qualifying for the World Cup?" I'm like, yes, I'm excited that they were good enough to qualify because them not qualifying for the last one was just shameful. But then also it's like, yeah, but now you're going to go to a Winter World Cup in Qatar with all the stuff that's gone on. I don't understand how you can do so much wrong and no one does anything about it. Like, there's no consequences anymore. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, we should probably tell the people what we're kind of referring to is that there's been this issue with the people who are building the stadiums in Qatar. They're having their passports taken away from them, and they're basically indentured servants now. So
and a lot of people died. There's safety. They didn't follow safety protocols anyway. It's kind of a bummer, but there's a lot going on there. They also kind of bought the World Cup from FIFA, so there's corruption, how it even happens. So I'm excited about the World Cup, but it's also it's kind of weird. I'm really excited about the next one, which is going to be here.
Yeah, USA, Mexico, and Canada are teaming up for a whole new World Cup, a bigger World Cup.
Right, there's more teams will make it. Right,
it's 48 teams.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
And, hey, we can probably go to some games because it's in the States as well.
It's exciting. That's really exciting. So
yeah.
But, man, so try and keep an eye out for what's going on downtown, midtown. There's lots of stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's actually Cinco de Mayo at El Rayo.
Yeah.
We're we might be around for that too.
Yeah, there's the Lawn is having Better Than Ezra on May 7th, as well as Midtown Sounds is on May 7th. So
Yeah,
go,
the Lone Bellow.
Yeah, the Lone Bellow is going to be in town. Go check out some live music. Do your thing.
On the same day, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
That's like I mean, you can't say there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's really cool.
Pete Taylor Park's been bumping lately. Southern Miss Baseball. So,
Yeah, man, John Smith called it. Baseball, it's Baseburg for sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
Pete Taylor Magic.
It'd be so cool if they went to Omaha.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. So yeah, we need to go. We need to go see a game, man. Go hang out in the Roost.
Definitely.
Maybe bring
Good times out there.
Maybe bring a camera.
Good times at the Pete.
Yeah, man. Well, I think it's time to get your boy.
Your boy. Let's bring him on.
Don King. So after this, DJ Don King of iHeartMedia, SL100, and Hattiesburg.
SoMisPO.
No.
Nabisco. Cabisco. SoMisPO.
No, SoMisPO.
SoMisPO. Miss
Po.
Po.
Southern Miss Steel Pan Orchestra.
SoMisPO.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Okay.
It's the Southern Miss Steel Pan Orchestra. They have a concert coming up Sunday, April 10th at 2 p.m.
Where's it going to be? Is it the Mononi Performing Arts Center?
Yeah, the PAC at USM.
Oh.
It's just acronyms.
Literally just steel pan.
Steel Pan, yeah. Guest artists Darren Roberts and Josanne Francis. They're actually alumni who are killing it right now, so it's pretty cool. And, dude, we have a full Steel Pan orchestra in Hattiesburg.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, and it's free admission.
SoMisPO.
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 You're nailing it. You got it.
SoMisPO. Steel Pan Orchestra.
Yep.
At Southern Miss.
April 10th,
Mononi Performing Arts Center.
2 p.m.,
2 p.m.
free to get in.
April 10th.
Just bring your ears.
Ear holes.
Yep. And
Steel pan.
They're not drums, they're pans.
They're pans.
They're pans.
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 Pans will make you dance.
Steel pans to dance to.
Steel pans will make you dance.
Boy DK. It's your boy DK. Yeah, it's your boy. Yeah. It's your boy DK. It's your boy DK. It's your boy DK.
Who?
Yeah, it's your boy. Yeah. It's your boy DK. It's your boy DK. It's your boy
two solos.
DK.
Let's go.
It's your boy.
That's a banger.
Dude,
It's your boy DK. It's your boy DK. Yeah, it's your boy.
yeah.
It's your boy DK.
Well, thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You're getting so, like, every week the transitions get better and more elaborate, but it is your boy DK, DJ Don King. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Man.
And seriously, before we get started, I just want to say how proud I am of you guys. You're doing a great job with the podcast, but individually too. Drew, I've been tracking your fitness journey, and you're about this close to encouraging me to get back in the gym.
Bro, come on. Let's go. Anytime.
COVID completely destroyed my routine.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love it. I would get
Yeah.
off work at 5 and go straight to the gym every day.
It messed with a lot of people, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still working from home a lot, so it's hard to get motivated.
So, okay, so for work, right, we know you as, like, you're a DJ for, like, events. You do a lot of weddings. But then you work for iHeartMedia, right? SL100. That's how I think a lot of people know you, being on SL100. What is your job? Like, what's that like getting to I don't know, kind of be in the public eye? And you've been doing it for so long too.
Yeah.
Like, what's that job like now?
Well, it's a lot different now than it was even 2 years ago, speaking of COVID.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, time flies. I've been in radio for 25 years.
Wow.
It's crazy to say that out loud, but 22 years with this company, with iHeartMedia, formerly Clear Channel Radio.
Right.
But, yeah, man, I do a little bit of everything. You might say I'm the Swiss Army knife of radio.
Yeah. Okay.
But because I moved into sales and marketing several years ago. But, I still do commercials. I still do endorsements. I still do remote broadcasts. I mean, I was just at Crunch Fitness Monday and C-Spire Friday, but I just don't do an air shift. You know,
Okay.
I'm selling.
Yeah, yeah. What's that like? Because we actually got to go to a seminar at the convention center that iHeartMedia put on, talking about like just how people are so engaged in audio now. And let me just say, man, you need to be running that for real. I don't know who's in charge. You need to be selling that stuff, man. You're like, because you're cool, but you're like incredibly, you communicate well. Like, dude, that was really cool getting to sit and that's just a whole new avenue, right? For somebody who's just only performed, now starting to think about the business side, like adding that to your thought process. Is that kind of what you've had to do recently?
Yeah, but that particular event, it was interesting because that was really about audio, but we do so much more, and that's really what's been fun for me. Digital has just changed the game. If I was just selling radio ads every day, that would be a little redundant, I think. But we have so many products, from location and audience display ads to email marketing and paid social, not just Facebook and Instagram, but we do Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. OTT is huge right now. Are you familiar with that?
No, what's
okay,
OTT?
So I hate that acronym. We didn't come up with that. It stands for over the top.
Okay.
But it's basically the way to reach cord cutters. Because if you're just advertising on TV, there are a lot of people that are never going to see your ad because they've cut the cord. So we have a way to serve ads to them if they've got Amazon Fire Stick or Tubi or whatever.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's a whole different thing too now. I don't have cable. It's all internet. So
Me neither. But Jamie, I wanted to say I've been tracking your journey as well. And you, my friend, are a Wordle phenom.
I do enjoy the Wordle.
Dude, what is that? I've seen both of y'all post
You
that.
don't play Wordle?
No, I don't play Wordle.
Daily puzzle game.
What? I've seen
It's
it.
so cool.
Yeah, it's
So-
easy to get into. I mean, 5-letter words.
It's
man.
a 5-letter word every day, and you've got 6 tries to figure out what it is.
I'm just kind of a miserable hipster. If I see something successful and people like it, I can't like it at first.
Yeah.
It's the same with Game of Thrones. I waited 5
Cool
seasons
kids.
and then I got into it. So I don't know.
I also
it's
like
an issue.
Nerdle, which is
Nerdle.
like Wordle, but it's like a math equation that you have to figure out. And then there's also Hurdle,
The one where
which
you
is
listen.
little
Jump
song
over.
snippets, and you got to figure out the artist and title. So I love that one.
See, yeah, that I feel
Right
like
up
you
your
would
alley.
destroy that. Yeah,
Kill it.
yeah, that sounds like actually all three of us. I feel like we'd be pretty
Yeah.
good at that.
You down with OTT?
OTT. Yeah, you know me. Yeah. So how'd you get into radio and this is not like a typical job, you know? How'd you get into this
true.
as a career?
Well, okay, so I graduated from Columbia High School. I went to Jones for 2 years as a pre-nursing major. Somehow got accepted into nursing school at Southern Miss, but at some point, a buddy of mine's mom was friends with a guy who owned several radio stations. Shout out to T-Mac, Tommy McDaniel. He's the one that gave me my first break, I guess.
Yeah.
But he was looking for someone to do play-by-play for high school football on the radio. And my friend's mom recommended me, just thinking, here's a guy that has a nice voice and loves football. So he called me, and I said, man, I think I would like to do that. And fell in love with it.
Yeah.
He had a couple of stations in Hattiesburg at the time, too. Zoo 107. That's probably before your time. It's now K-Love. It was 107.1 FM. Groovin' Oldies, Zoo 107. So that was my first experience being on the air. And again, I was all in. Changed my major to radio, television, film, and immediately got a job with SL 100 after I graduated. And the rest is history.
Yeah, man, that's SL 100's like it's a big deal. That's like the growing up, you know, especially as a kid. I mean, I listened to that channel more than anything by a long shot.
It's a heritage top 40 station. I mean, it was, if I'm not mistaken, the first FM station maybe in the state of Mississippi, and the format has basically never changed.
Wow.
And that's very unusual.
Wow. So, like, when you were on air, right, in the studio, would you get to pick all the songs? Like, how does that work as
It's very scientific,
Yeah.
actually. I mean, certainly you take requests here and there, but Even back then. Now it's because of computers and programs, software and stuff. There are clocks, and you're going to play, like there are 5 or 6 songs always in a power rotation. And we play them a lot. That's radio. That's what works. Every top 40 radio station in the world has the same theory, and it's just what works. But then you've got new songs, you've got recurrence, you've got gold records, like the oh yeah songs, like, oh, I hadn't heard that in a while. So yeah, it's all laid out.
Yeah. So then your job there is to just kind of keep things moving along, and yeah, that's so cool, man. What's the biggest difference, I guess, from being a DJ in the studio and then one at an event like a wedding? Like, I see you're everywhere, man. You're all over. Like, what's the biggest?
It's totally different, really. I mean, you want to play the hits, so that's the similar thing. But there's a difference between liking a song and liking it enough that you want to dance to it. So DJing a wedding is way different from the radio. It's fun, though. I really love even the beginning of the night during dinner, and you're just kind of background music. That's fun, playing Frank Sinatra and stuff. So it's not just all today's best music, We play it all.
Yeah, as a musician, I've had to play weddings, and you usually have a jazz set for dinner, and then you have your party set. It's just interesting, like, I don't know, I feel like musicians and DJs maybe feel like they're doing different things, but it's actually a lot closer than you probably think. It's the same. You have to feel a room out.
Absolutely.
It's about knowing people, right? Like, we've actually talked to a lot of people, and what keeps coming up is, regardless of what their job is or their skill is, they care about people. That's probably how they got into it. I feel like that's probably most true with you.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I would like to, going back to talking about the way radio is, some of the terminology. I did take a radio class one time, but like a sweeper, and what do you have? What all you have? You have these things where you have to have all these things, and there's a traffic manager. It sounds crazy.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah,
Like, what are some of those things?
Well, traffic is very confusing to people because it has nothing to do with traffic as most people know it, thinking of traffic on Hardy Street. Traffic is the commercial logs, and those things have to be generated by a department. We're not playing commercials like we play music. It's all programmed in advance.
Well, there's so much thought that has to go into that it makes my head hurt. Man, we need to, we need a radio commercial.
Yes, you do.
We're big Hardy Street guys, so we want some traffic, right? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I actually, what I really think would be funny, though, is if we did make a commercial and then we get your boy to do it at proms and weddings, like in between songs, to play a commercial for our podcast in the middle of
your set. Yeah, please.
Come on, we could buy some ad space here.
Not gonna happen.
It's untapped market.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
That'd be hilarious.
But a sweeper, that's just the little, all the hits. That's the 100, the little quickies in between songs and stuff.
Yeah.
But did you see the shirt that I wore the other day? No, I won't talk to you like I do on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay. That clothing company was created by SL100's voice guy, the guy that you hear on the sweepers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Chad Erickson. You hear his voice everywhere now.
Really?
It's funny because I'm the one that selected him to be. I was the program director at the time, and I picked him to be our voice guy. And now I hear him everywhere. NBC, ESPN. He's the man. Chad Erickson.
Wow.
Shout out.
That's so cool, man. Like, dude, that's really wild. That's wild.
I want to be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
I read the T-shirt and the results came in. It's a lie. He will talk to you.
Yeah,
in his radio voice.
of course I will. I'm basically doing it now.
You're doing it.
But It's a great shirt.
I love the shirt.
It is a great shirt.
He's got another one. I bought a couple of shirts. I love it too. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it next time I wear it and post it too. In big print, it says "local celebrity," and small print underneath it says "national nobody."
National nobody. That feels real. That feels very real.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing about being a local, if we want to call it celebrity? Like, just kind of being in the public eye, like that being part of your work, because we're kind of getting into that a little bit.
Yeah.
In the past, being a musician kind of feels like you're putting yourself out there, but the exposure is definitely something completely new and different. And it's weird because you're asking for it, you want attention, but then sometimes you don't get to decide what kind of attention you get. Like, is that something you've experienced?
It happens. It's funny when people recognize me and I haven't spoken yet. I'm like, how do you know who you know what I mean? Like, I was on the radio. You don't know what I look like, but it's different when you speak and then someone recognizes you. It's very flattering to go through a drive-through and say, let me get a number 1 with a Sprite. And they're like, is this Don King? You know?
That's funny.
I love it.
Yeah, even through a drive-through. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but you've also been, so how long have you been at SL100?
22 years.
So so we've had this show for a year, and it's not SL100. Like, how do you manage that, I guess, over a long period of time? Like, how do you stay consistent, and how do you continue to, build your career in this time frame? I don't even care about the show.
Question.
I just want to know personally, because that's impressive to do anything for 22 years other than breathe and eat and live. Is like pretty awesome. So what's the secret, Don?
I don't know. I truly cannot explain it. But I'll say this: the reason I'm here is because I love it here. I mean, I've had offers, but I love Hattiesburg. So
yeah,
I'm here to stay.
Man, love that. Love that.
Also, with like you saying, talking about the way media is ever evolving and shifting, like with apps and with the so I've seen your boy over here on TikTok. I mean, he's I'm just thinking, ever evolving, being like a chameleon of sorts.
I did get into it when we were like really locked down at the beginning of COVID, but I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean about 22 years. The fact that radio is changing. That any medium is changing. Now, like, I look at Instagram and I go, man, I'm not ready, but I'm starting to think of the metaverse, like the augment, like people wearing goggles and stuff. Like, I'm already looking at what we're doing as like not outdated, but like under threat because stuff changes so quickly. So is that something that you feel like you have to bob and weave?
I think there's a major misconception about the state of radio. People think it's dying, like newspaper or something, but broadcast radio is the #1 reach medium, period. We reach more than TV, more than Facebook, more than Google. And it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. We've got the numbers to back it up.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's with the advent of podcasts, people are getting back into talk radio, because that's what it is. A podcast is talk radio, just posted on the internet, right?
That's what's changed is the way people consume audio in general. The days of having an AM FM radio in your living room are gone, but we've all got smart speakers, right? Alexa, play SL100 on iHeartRadio. It's so easy, and it's free, it's convenient, so people keep coming back.
Yeah. That was cool in that seminar, realizing how many people radio actually reaches. And so what do you have going on at iHeartRadio right now? What's the latest, like in your that company? What do y'all have going on? What do you
I don't know. I can tell you that it's been a struggle really over the past couple of years, especially for me with automotive. That was always kind of my bread and butter. But this COVID came along, and then this inventory crisis. It's crazy how that trickles down and affects somebody like me. But I think we're finally turning the curve. And we've got some really cool, it goes back to digital. There's some cool tactics that we have right now. And quite frankly, car dealers, that are spending money with us, and you would never even know it because they're not even on the radio. But we're doing some really cool digital things. One, it's a product called XVIN that retargets people that have been to Car Gurus or Auto Trader looking for a specific vehicle. Then, boom, we know that X car dealer has one on the lot, and we retarget them and hit them with display ads on Facebook or the Weather Channel or ESPN, wherever they go online. To think I could sell something like that 5 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
So we've come a long way.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I never would. Yeah, I would never even think about that. I've just now started thinking about like the Google optimization stuff. Like somebody searches your name or your business.
We do that too.
you gotta be on
SEO,
top.
SEM. We do it all.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool. Well, you live an interesting life with your career, and then you're also just like a cool guy, right? But what I would like to do is play a game, and I want to know about your craziest wedding stories. So I think if you're down, it'd be fun if me and Jamie try and decide whether your crazy wedding stories are fact or fiction.
Okay. This reminds me of a game that I used to play on the radio.
What was that?
Fact or Whack.
Fact or whack?
Do you remember Fact or Whack? I would give 3 random statements, and people had to call in and guess if they were fact or whack. If they got 3 out of 3, then they won a prize.
Let's go.
So I'll give you 3 stories, and then are we going to go one by one and you each guess?
We're both gonna guess.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you give us the stories and then we'll guess at the end? Is that what we're talking about? Like,
Yeah.
All 3.
fact or whack?
That's what I'm saying. We want to go one at a time, or you're going to...
We'll go one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. So after this, Fact or Whack with DJ Don King, Hardy Street Boys exclusive.
DONKING, it's your boy Don King. Do you know what that mean? It's your boy DK. Who? It's your boy DK.
Only in America.
Okay. So Fact or Whack, hit us with it.
All right. Number 1.
Number 1.
This was at the Hattiesburg train depot. I was DJing a wedding. The ceremony was on the breezeway, right by the railroad tracks. And they had it planned out. They knew the schedule of the trains, of course. But as the bride is coming down the aisle, out of nowhere, 15 or 20 minutes ahead of schedule, a train comes through, and it was so loud. I mean, I had a mic on the pastor, couldn't hear a word he was saying. It was just like, we're going to have to take a time out here, wait for the train to come through, and then we had to start over again. Fact or whack?
What do you think, Jamie?
I'm gonna say that sounds like a fact. Like I live in downtown, and I know those trains can get loud. I sometimes have to pause whatever I'm watching on TV to let a train go by.
Yeah.
So I totally think this is a fact.
I'm going to say fact as well.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2.
This happened before the ceremony even started. During family photos, a fight broke out between the groom and the father of the bride. And it was bad. He did not walk his daughter down the aisle. He did not attend the wedding. It was that bad.
Really?
Fact or whack?
Oh.
You know, in South Mississippi, I feel like this could so be true. I want to say whack. I want to say whack on this one.
Whack. I'm going to say fact, actually. I think truth is stranger than fiction. It sounds so crazy it might be true.
Yeah, I would hate to see somebody ruin a wedding day like that. But man, I could totally see it happening. But I just don't believe it. I think it's whack.
Okay.
Number 3. This was at the venue at Rose Oak in Petal. Have you been there?
No, I don't think so.
Beautiful venue, but it's someone's home, and there's a pool out back.
I have been there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a nice place.
Immediately after the ceremony, the groom strips down, jumps in the pool, and everybody's like, dude, you haven't even done your first dance yet. So when it was time, almost jokingly, the bride said, at least put your vest back on. And so she's in her beautiful white gown. He's in bright red swim trunks with a vest from his tuxedo.
I so desperately want that to be fact. But But I'm gonna say whack because that's hilarious.
I'm going fact on this one.
You're going fact.
I think it's so bizarre it has to be true. So crazy.
All right.
Surely that happened.
Okay, so what were your 3 answers?
For one, I think I said fact.
Okay, train,
Train. I said fact.
Fact. The fight.
2 was the fight,
I said also fact. You said whack.
I said whack.
And then
3
vest trunks. I said whack.
whack.
I said fact.
You said fact.
Okay, we do not have a winner.
Dang.
All 3 of those were a fact.
All three. What?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, those aren't that outrageous. They're just memorable.
Yeah, they're pretty outrageous.
I can't tell you the really, really crazy stuff because there's still some legal things.
You should write a memoir.
No, I'm kidding.
Write a book.
Yeah, write a book for sure.
Oh man, that fight though.
Dude.
Selfishly, all I could think to myself was, I better get paid.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But
real.
no, everything turned out cool. It was a great night.
Yeah.
and I did get paid.
That's real.
There you go.
That is real. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. You just with weddings, there's so much pressure because it's their day. They've been
Exactly.
planning it for so long or thinking about it their whole lives, and then you got to make it happen. For them.
Man, it runs through my brain on the way to every wedding, especially if it's out of town. If I have to travel, I'm praying that nothing happens. Like there's a wreck and I'm in standstill traffic for an hour, or I have a blowout on my trailer. Like I'm thinking this is someone's wedding day. I don't want to be the one to ruin it.
Right. Well, I don't think you will ever ruin someone's wedding, man. You're a super pro and an awesome guy. Thank you so much for what you do for Hattiesburg and the Pine Belt, and thanks for taking time to sit with us, man. This has been great.
Yeah.
I'll use this platform to make an announcement if that's okay.
Let's
Please.
go. Yes.
2022 is my farewell tour for school dances.
No more proms.
Give me the weddings, man. It's better money and it's better music.
Yeah.
I think I've hit that ceiling, man. I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with these kids.
Bro, it's tough.
I like my kids. I don't like anybody else's kids.
Yeah. I teach drums at a school. I feel that.
It's hard.
I feel that. Well, I thought you were about to say it's your farewell tour for the town. I was like, earlier
I'm
we
kidding.
have you on tape saying you were staying.
I love Hattiesburg.
Yeah.
I'm here to stay. Exactly. No, I feel like I can do weddings forever.
Yeah.
Or just anything for
Every
grown
weekend.
folks. I'll do a birthday party if it's somebody turning 40.
Yeah.
I'll do class reunions, company Christmas parties, but I had already booked several proms when I made that decision, so obviously I'm going to do those. But I'm going to have to turn down the little birthday parties and homecoming dances from here on out. But I've been in the game long enough that now I've got a team of people under me. If it's something that I can't do because I'm not available or I don't want to do it, I can help you find another DJ. So
Yeah.
please hit me up.
Yeah. Consultant over here.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
awesome. Well, that's good to know too. If you're looking for any kind of entertainment for your next event, hit up.
Or
DJ
if you need
Don
to
King.
advertise your business, I can certainly help with that as well.
Yes. Well, we are going to be hitting you up about that right now, pretty much. But man, thanks so much. Seriously, if people want to follow you, they already do if they're watching this. But you can click the links in the description for all things DJ Don King, iHeartRadio, iHeartMedia. Jamie, you want to play us out?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Boy DK.
It's your boy DK.
It's your boy DK.
It's your boy DK.
It's your boy.
Yeah, it's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. Yeah, it's your boy DK. Say what?
great.
Say what?
It's your boy DK.
He's down with
It's
OTT.
your boy. Yeah.
He's on the radio.
It's your boy DK.
He's doing weddings and stuff.
It's your boy DK.
He does a reunion every now and
It's
then,
your boy DK.
but a lot of weddings.
Yeah, it's your boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Grown folks only.
yeah, exactly.
DK.
No more proms.
It's your boy DK.
No more homecoming
It's your
dances.
Man, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
After the
This is
show,
great.
we banter around.
Yeah, man.
After the show is when we banter around. We gonna talk for the after the show.
Oh yeah, thanks for the sticker too.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to all our fans and the people that give us shouts out. Thank you so much for supporting
It's your boy
this.
DK. It's your boy.